They say I'm crazy, the way you got me open, baby. They say I'm bugging, the way I'm time sweating your loving. They all sit and wonder why this feeling I cannot hide. It ain't a question of pride.
100 Miss D, 100.
It's love. It's love. It's love. It's love. They say I'm ripping, the way you got my whole life flipping. They say I'm losing it, just can't seem to keep my grip, baby.
Thank you. I didn't even realize I was at 300.
We all cry when we feel pain. When love is gone, we're not the same. It ain't a question of brains.
All right, enough of that.
It's love. It's love.
We're just gonna go to Give It To Me. We're gonna jump out.
It's love.
Here we go. Love. Say what? Say what? Say what? It's gonna be a short one. I promise y'all it's gonna be short.
They all sit and wonder.
All right, last verse, Jill. Last verse.
Feeling I cannot hide.
It ain't a question of pride.
It's love.
I cannot hide.
It's love.
I cannot hide.
It's love. It's love.
All right, let's be quiet. Hey, check it out. I'm only on here real quick because I do have a curfew. I'm going to bed. I'm actually going to try to get to bed somewhere around 12 o'clock. So thank y'all once again. Diana, my girl, thank you for seeing that I'm at 300. I did not know I was at 300. So Mr. Camera Junkie, as always, my dude, my bro, I appreciate you. I throw them up here on these here screens up in here. Because I am just going to try to repurpose this. Diana says this. And of course, sarcasm here. On the 300 subscribers must be Tina doing all the work. Yes. You ain't kidding. That's your girl. Y'all two connected. No, but thank you, girl. Love you so much. It was crazy. My son's birthday is in about 12 minutes. Isaiah's birthday and my niece Sequia, they're born on the same day. So Diana Gladney and I, we have the same birthday. My niece and my son have the same birthday. So that's crazy about how many things. So congrats on the 300. Thank you, sir. David, thank you, man. I did not know it was at that number. Didn't know we got there. So it will be short unless Tina gets on the stream. She's actually up and working, David. So she might, she's not going to come down here. So not tonight. She won't come down tonight. But nonetheless, I'm going to jump into this. So all of you that have this already, I'm not saying anything new. I do want to say I had a good time in New York. A very good time in New York. I'm going to post some videos of some footage right out of this camera right here. So let's switch this up. Right out of this camera here. And I want to say, I'm going to be brutally honest. For the prosumer to no-sumer of pro whatsoever, I really, listen, this was the sexiest thing to walk around with But what I realized, I did more stuff with my GoPro and my phone combo, the new 13. I can't front the view on that new 13, and I don't want to jack up this subject here, but the cinematic view on that thing, it made me think about, for my wife and her girlfriends running around with new iPhone 13s and the cinematic movie view. I don't think that I could get them to actually use this at all. I could walk around with it and do footage, but they themselves, not the stuff that I was shooting on that iPhone. And so I had this out, and then I realized with a DSLR, I'm more so cool with putting something in my hand to take pictures. And so I ended up using my A7C so much in the bag that I'm going to throw a little bit of a, I don't even want to start calling these reviews. I'm going to just go live and talk about it. That's all. Make it easy. It's not really a review, because other people do reviews. They want to tell you about the strap on the bag, this, that, and third. I'm kind of on some no pro stuff. I'm just going to tell you how I used it and how it worked for me. This is my baby. It feels sexy. I like it. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick to the script, and I'm going to take this guy off. And then I'm going to put on my Smallrig. So shout outs to everybody that already has their Smallrigs set up, okay? I just got mine in the mail. I was going for a couple of days. And I want to say before I take this off, because I actually didn't really do a big like live on there. But I like the feel of this, like hard metalish, grip on here. And it was real dope. It felt easy to just clam and snap out, take out of the bag, out of my owner bag. It's just a little tan bag. I'm not going to reach for it. But it was easy to just reach over in the sling, yank this sucker out, and then, boom. With the Tamron lens on there, banging. I did not take the kit lens. Diana just did a video. I wanted to check it out. I didn't get a chance to yet. And I saw it come up in my email about the kit lens and all of that stuff. I like this kit lens. I like the Ulanzi lens that I put on there, the wide angle for extra whatever you want to do in there. And I am still going to use this as a vlog camera, but it's a hard one with that new iPhone, because the footage you can get on there is sick. It's phenomenal. And right at the time when the ZVs came out and everybody's on them, like, oh yeah, I'm vlogging. But here's the thing that I just want to say. Unless you bout it, I'm going to talk a little hood talk. Unless you like seriously bout it, the majority of people, you're going to get away with that iPhone and be in glory land. And you would literally find yourself wasting money messing around with these things if you ain't bout it. Now, people that's bout it, this makes total sense. I ride with it 100%. This and my full frame camera in my bag, I was in heaven in New York with the stand as well, with the Sony stand. That JJC, I threw that thing, literally, I use it for the lights. That's about it. But let's get to taking this off. What I liked about it, having it, is for the price of it, if you just need a grip on this and you ain't really doing nothing with this ZV, it's nice and petite. And now, after using it in the field, it makes sense why they made this like this at the cost they did. It makes sense to me. I'm just going to be cool. Diane, I agree with you. That iPhone is a problem. Come on, we here. We understand. That iPhone is seriously a problem. So, listen, John, the issue that we just found over the weekend, she started seeing the footage that I was getting out of my iPhone 13. She only wants this because it's sexy, but she's liking what's coming out of that iPhone. I could not deny. So it's actually a hard thing. Okay, what is going on, Noel? I see you. So I'm gonna snatch this guy off here once again. So this R095, I promise you, this feels so good on this camera. I'm curious to see how this Smallrig is going to feel on here, switching it. Okay, all right. So guys, I enjoyed the broadcast tonight. I sat here and tried to get some work done while I was watching you guys. I really enjoyed it. So I'm just sitting here about to take this thing off. And let's get him out of here. Hang on, bro. And you know what's crazy? On this other scene, I actually still got the overlays. Yup. Changing of the guard. So the camera was actually sitting right over here when I was in the small circle. So I'll move me to the side. So let's see. It's that easy to take off. So there it is. That's the Ulanzi. And we're going to put that aside. And let's get on to this Smallrig, okay? Let's see what we got here. Whew. All right. Oh, Diana, you didn't tell me. I got to take the lens off. All right, I got to take the lens off. Let's get him in here. These should be that easy to put on. Oop. Now, I got to show you a video that she has a problem with the little rabbit ear. Did I put that in the computer? Yeah, I put it in the computer, and I'll actually show you guys what she said as far as the rabbit ear. She calls it the bunny fur something, and the bunny fur wasn't on the ZV E10 when we were walking down the street in New York, and she kind of had a fit, and she said, you got to put the bunny fur back on top. So she'll be glad to know that the bunny fur, whatever you want to call it, the bunny thingamajig, fits on top. Let me get this stuff off the screen real quick. The bunny fur fits on top of the Smallrig works with the bunny fur. Okay, so Miss Tina will be happy to know that it fits, and there we have it, exactly what I needed. So we got a cold shoe up here. The bunny fur, whatever she's talking about, still sits on there. The buttons are accessible here. And we have our mounts on the side, which I really needed. And we have our mounts over here, which are needed. James, I'm waiting on your review. I know you're going to do it so much better than I could think of doing it. And so I'm looking forward to it, bro. Did you get yours yet? Holla at your boy. Did you get it yet, James? Talk to me. Because if you did, I'm waiting to hear it. Your voice is amazing, dude. It totally threw me off when I heard your voice on your videos. I love it. It pulls me in. And so anybody, if you have not checked out James, he's in the column. Let's go to these column here's. And, oh, I changed my buttons around. So let me get these buttons straight. All right, there's my comment section. Okay, so, hey, wait a minute. Let's get this straight over here because wait a minute. I want to make sure this is, okay, do I have to okay, there we go. All right, there we go. So, Jay Smith, my man, David Hunt, I just need to say your piano playing is so beautiful. Exactly, I totally agree. And so black and white is super dope. Got you, James. I cannot wait to see your review. Hey, man, no rush, man. You know what? So let me say this to everybody that's on here and people that I follow. I'm pretty much following every one of you that's on here. The crazy thing is that everybody has such a uniqueness in what they do. There's no rush to get it done before anybody else because, James, no, seriously, like you and Tom Buck are like two of my favorite, like stylish reviewers, if you will. Diana Gladney, I got to shout you out and let you know, I was talking to somebody about you, and the main point that stuck out was your informative simplicity, if you will. And so, of course, you know, me sneaking to preach, I jumped straight on it and said, you're exactly right. I was like, Diana's not going to do she's not caught up in all the super flashy stuff. And I was like, you won't catch her, you know, with 7 cameras like me flipping them all around. I'm like, nah, she's going to get to that point. You know what I mean? There's people like me that like to be a little kind of flashy and stuff that, you know, I need the John Maxwell's, you know, the Oprahs to listen to and get some points, to Bill Gates statements, you know what I'm saying? To listen to and say, oh, that's wisdom right there. And then you apply it because I'm a silly guy. And that's what I'll end up doing. And I'm telling y'all, once again, Mr. Flashy dude, James Buzzard, y'all, he's a sleeper. He will act like he's not really doing much, but he's got all of the nice, you know, poppy stuff going on. So I'm curious to see his review on it. I would do something like how you do what you do, but I don't have the time to keep up with it right now. So I'm trying to stay in this flow that I'm doing. So here we have right here. I like it. Come on, pull a shot in. Oh my goodness, who was messing with my stuff? Okay, let's pull that shot in just a little bit more. It's not clear because I'm just cropping this. It has the on and off switch there. Okay, all right. And then, of course, the C1 buttons, you know, everybody go to Diana Gladney's page to find out the educational details on what the hell you're pushing and why, all of the settings and stuff in the camera. But this is just about the rig. So here's what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how I use these rigs on the side. First things first, I'm going to show you how important the rig is. And how I use this over here. So I try to, I don't have my zoom over here. Okay, I can zoom this is about as far as here. So with the cage on here, if you notice, I hook my HDMIs up on some of my moving cameras and the sliders. I have this little micro HDMI to a HDMI female, right? And what I do is I end up using so that I can use a full HDMI cord, and I just put a adapter on here, okay? And then I take this guy, and so that I don't mess the in and output on there, the little side, I use the cages so that when you can get an adapter and screw this on here so that when you're taking the cord in and out, you're wearing out this little piece, but you're not wearing out the HDMI cord on the side. And so this will go to my rig over here, which is on the jib, and I got it where she pops right in over here. So that way, if there's any tug or anything, it's not pulling on the camera itself, and it's not pulling on the HDMI cord here. That's why I wanted this guy over here on here, so that when I open this door and I take and I put my HDMI cord in here, I don't want this cord here loose. I need it to be sat down. We say that in church, sat down tight. And so that if any jerks or anything happens or, you know, anything, the cord is stationary sitting here. So this is why I actually like this setup on the side. Oh, so Diana, like you, I jumped on these. So I got the quick release. So let me just do this quick release real quick. And yeah, I can pop this off the camera. Hang on. There we go. So closer shot. So this is how I hook my rigs up on the Smallrig. I take right here this little thing from Smallrig and I attach this guy. Okay, put it on here. And then I can just use HDMI to HDMI from the cam link, put it into here. And then this guy goes into the micro HDMI. Therefore, now I don't have to worry about this cord just being loose in here and pulling, yanking, and doing whatever, because it's free right here, and you have this going on right here. And that's what I use the cage for, especially, and hear me out closely, people, especially when you're just in the house. So a lot of times we buy stuff like, oh, you know, because if I'm up on a mountain and I'm mountain bike riding and going down the hill with a parachute, I need a cage that's got this connection and that. You ain't going up in no mountains and this, that, and the third. So you don't need all of that. So how do you hook it up for right there in the crib? And if the camera, if you're trying to do multiple cameras and you like, oh, I'm going to put a camera. Matter of fact, there's a camera sitting right up there. That thing is not going to move because I'm not going to use it. It's an A5100 and I never actually do anything with that camera other than here's the button. I push the button over here and there's the shot. But that $300 camera that I got on sale, used camera, it just sits on the wall and that's all it does. So do I need a cage on it? Absolutely not. The cage is not going to do anything for it. And if I had a cage on there, the only reason I would have a cage on there is to secure that cable, but then I don't need to secure it because I'm not handling the camera. Okay, this right here is on the jib. Because it's on the jib, it moves around. I put it on the slider, it moves around. So you need quick releases and stuff like that. And then for here, that's the reason why I use this Smallrig and I put a cage on there so that I can quick release it. And when I take cameras and move them around, put them on sliders, jibs, and stuff like that, I can do Ulanzi quick release. And then I have this with the HDMI, pop it right on. We're done. It's secure. Okay, moving on. Getting right in there. Look at that. Snaps right in there. I like that. Okay, yep, you're right, David. So I got a few more minutes. So here's what I did on the A7C. John, I think I hear you say that you use those too. Okay, so Keith, I use the same adapters. My man, hold up. I'm getting to you, Jay. Wait a minute, Jay. I moved my buttons around. Okay, there we go. So I use the same adapters, and then you can use a fiber HDMI for a longer run. My man, I feel you on that. Let me see. Did I miss anybody else? I don't want to do a Diana Gladney site. Had to get you. Nice link. Oh, link that HDMI adapter. Oh, link it or put a link to it. I don't actually have the link to it. I need that HDMI thing for all my cameras. Hey, so James, listen, let me show y'all something real quick so that you don't miss this. Now, I did take it off of the A7C because it was getting in the way of my bag. So hang on just one small smidgen of a second. Be right with you. Do I have her right here? Okay, I have the adapter right here. And I think, did I move it? All right, just one look, people. And I think I have it in this box over here. I think I do have it. Ma'am, sir. No, I used them all, but I do have them on multiple things. Now, here is the adapter here. Boom. And that is a Y. No, not a Y. It's a 45 that I put on here to turn it. And let me show you why I put a 45 on here. So just stay tuned real quick. The reason why you want to put a 45 on here, let's turn you back real quick. The reason why you want to put a 45 on this baby, come back here, Mr. Angle, is because you want that cord sitting over here so it's not up and the weight's bending here. So it just sits right off the back. And here she is. This is the cord right here. So when you put him in, she sits on here, goes right in there. And when you move your jib or whatever you have around, that cord has this way to free float. It just dangles down here and she's fine. Let's move to this real quick. So you have this Smallrig, right? And you have these little holes on here. Utilize those holes for the right reason, okay? There's some holes in this house. Use the holes for the right reason and you want to secure the cord so it's not just all over the place. So here's what I do on the A7C. And take a look at this. A7C right here. Now, because I just got back home and in town, I just threw this up here because I had a client today. But here's what we do on this camera. We take and there's this another piece from Smallrig right on here, and that's just a clip putting on the side. What we're going to do is just take this HDMI cord, slap them right on here, okay, into this loop here, right, to take the tension off of the cord. See that? Now, you probably have different things that you use, but here, I'll show you so you can see me off the camera. It takes the tension off of the cord right here. So look at this. Let's use these little Ulanzi lights. There we go. So this takes the tension off the cord. So you're coming out of the HDMI micro and you just loop that through here. So and let it hang so you don't have tension laying on this, because these guys are so small and intricate. When I fried my camera, you know, one of the main repairs that they have is the loose connections in the HDMI, because if you're snatching that cord in and out, you're handling it. If you got the camera moving or turning or something like that, the cords are just heavy, and they don't really make 45s for these micro HDMIs. I have 45s for the that Android plug, you know, that what's the name of that plug? It's the other plug. So it's not like the lightning adapter, but the other one, they have 45s for those. They have them for the HDMI, but they don't have them for the micro HDMIs. I have not seen the 45s for it. They're not popular. And so you want to take that tension off. And so for this guy, I replaced and just put this on here to take it so I can loop it through, because I don't like the thinner cords. I like something thicker that actually supports better. Okay. What did I miss here? Okay, use the same adapter. Stay off the mountain, my man. Okay, good. There's a link there. And that's HDMI to USB-C, correct? John, so HDMI to USB-C would be, yes, that's the one I was talking about. Yep. Okay, they will save your HDMI port. Exactly. That's the reason why I do it, Mr. Camera Junkie. Okay, and I see that they got a full-size HDMI one too. Okay, cool. That is HDMI to micro HDMI, which is what is used with Sony cameras. Okay, damn right. Mr. Camera Junkie, yes, thanks. Ordering 3 of the micros and 1 full size for my FX3. Look at you, boss man. Come on, FX3. So honestly, in 3 years of heavy HDMI use, nearly daily use, my ports have never given me any problems or got loose, surprisingly. Excellent. So Diana, I can agree with you on this. On this A6100 on the teleprompter over here, I'm probably never going to have a problem with it. I am pretty much safe. But for me, I had to get them because putting the cameras on the sliders and stuff, like over here, I'm moving the camera. So because I'm doing a lot of movement on the cameras, like this guy over here, when she's sliding and stuff like that, it's turning, and then you got the cord over here and stuff. That's the reason why I put in that. Notice I don't have a cage for any A5100, so it is what it is. But it's a $300 camera, so I'm like, all right, I take my chances with it. But this guy over here, on the other side, I'm a little bit more careful. What are you doing? Not you. Okay. This guy over here, I'm just a little bit more careful because when that jib is moving up and down and stuff like that, and I forget where it's at, and the cord gets to snatching and the yanking, I'm just not comfortable with it. So, yeah, so I only have it on 1, 2, only on the cages where I'm moving the cameras a whole bunch. Okay, so definitely, if you're careful with it, no worries. If you're not careful, you might want to be careful and get what you got to get. So, already ordered 3, but mini HDMI to HDMI for my 2 Canon 5D Mark V and 80D multi-camera live services. Okay, let's mix in what Diana's saying and what I will say for the majority of the cameras. You don't need these things with the cage. However, here's what I'm connecting. If you're getting a cage for the cameras, then I would just put a supporter on there if you're getting a cage with it. But I mean, if you're not getting a cage, you probably don't need it because you're probably not moving the camera, or you have no yeah, Diana, it's like the cameras that are in motion, boom, but the cameras that's not, nah. So you said it's a lot easier to replace a $10 cable than your camera. Yes, you're absolutely right. Okay, and to Diana's point, we should be taking care of our equipment enough. But the cameras that I know that are moving around and stuff, you know, I do it. Again, the camera overhead, there's no cage, there's no nothing on there. The cable comes out of it and it's fixed, you know, tied tight around whatever. So I don't need a cage on it. But these are accessories that you can use for your cages. Now, another thing that I really like is if I'm going somewhere for extended amount of time. So let me switch to this guy and give you what I'm talking about. So this other piece of Smallrig right here is I did this in a couple of other videos, and it's nothing more than the battery plate. So now with this battery plate, what I'm glad that they did on here, if I have this on a tripod, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll put the battery plate. I have a bunch of these, so I put the battery plate on here, and you get, you know, and you run your dummy battery. Everybody's going to have a dummy battery for this. So if you take it out in the field and you want to do extensive recording, you just take the dummy battery and you throw it, you take the dummy battery, put it into the camera, and then run it right to and connect it, wrong side. Okay, you take and hey, that shouldn't have happened. Somebody did something to my thing again. Okay, so you just take it and you can screw it into here, Smallrig again, and once you put it on the side here, you can mount your FP, whatever, battery, something. Hey, come on, like, okay, let's light them up. And you can just put it right on here and connect your battery on there and just have filming all day. Okay, so that's another thing that I like to do with these cages. Whatever else, I think right now the verdict is I'm just going to leave this case on here. Diana, can you repeat what you said? Now, I'm going to tell you what I don't like, and James will probably say something about this in his review. I don't really like the grip here as much as I like the feel of this nice metal grip. Can I just be honest with that? This metal grip, it felt so good. So minus the cage holes and stuff here, and over here, I'm really going to feel like I need my strap, because this feels slippery. If that's the case, I don't know if let me see, I got my soda here, make the hand wet a little bit. It feels a little slippery on here, a little squishy feeling. That's cool for grip, but I like the hard feel of the metal when grabbing this out of the bag. So here's a quick illustration. Okay, so mic up. Gotta love these arms, okay? Gotta love these arms. Here I am in New York with my wife, and I got the bag. So camera's going in the bag right in here, okay? Got it in here. And this is a practical, realistic thing. You got this camera bag over top of your head, right? I got it over my back here. So I swing this around, and then I just pop this open and reach right in here. So let's show you this this reach real quick. All right, let me see if I can get it. Okay, so I'm coming into the bag, and you go right in here and you grip, you reach straight out. This bag, when I say this bag is the bomb, you go right in here, you reach and grip out. This grip is cool, but that metal was solid, like the, what do you call it, the ergonomics or whatever you want to call it. So on here, the grip of this guy and this metal here, it just felt so much more solid. You know what I'm saying? And so, nah, James, listen, again, James, I don't care if it takes you 2 weeks. I'm waiting to see your review and seeing how you feel about it. I don't actually like, I think this will be cool for a lot of people. The shock hit of it is good, that it's like a silicone rubber, but I'm wishing I could have the metal on here instead of this right here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try the wood handle from my A6100 cage and see, because it looks like the same mounts in here, that I can take these screws out and put the wood on here. It looks like the same, but I got to go double check. My son has the camera. If I can put it on there, I might try that wood frame handle, but I like the metal handle way better than I like the feel of this right here. That's just my honest opinion. So reaching into this bag and grabbing this out, it was just so easy to just grab this and, pull it out and slap it on whatever and just drop it back in here. Great camera bag, okay? Great camera bag. And the grip, I'm not feeling the grip that much. It's not bad at all. It's not like a bad grip. I just don't like the feel of it. Diana, what were you saying about the grip? Let's see what your opinion on the grip was. Some folk are heavy-handed. Facts, okay. Your camera's in motion. Okay, let me come down. Yeah, I was saying I'd like to take the grip off the Smallrig one. Okay, wait. Okay, so Diana, clarify. You want to take the grip off of the Smallrig and put the Ulanzi grip onto the Smallrig, or you wanted to put the Smallrig grip onto the Ulanzi, is what I'm curious about. Yeah. So I think both of them were challenged to figure out how to be minimalistic and keep the whole idea. I like the way he did this Arcus Swiss. It's actually is that called Arcus Swiss? I don't know. All right. So here's a dope comparison here, James. You're gonna like this. You can take the grip off the Smallrig one. Yes, you can. Actually, you can take it off of both of them. Try it for us with no grip. Oh, wait a minute. So what, you would want the grip off of it? Okay, I'll take it off. If you don't want the grip. Let's do it live. What the heck? All right, where's my my gig? Okay, my gig music is right here. So let's there we go. Let's get some music on there while I do this. Always got to have handy with yourself a few of these little things here. Let's see if I got the right one. That is the wrong one. The right one's got to be in here. Come on, baby girl. Let's see if we got it. Nah, I just roll with the cage frame and no grip, honestly. Or try my move frame handle. Okay, so if that's what we're trying to do and take the grip off of here, let's see if we can take that grip off of here. Okay. Grip comes off. Is this the right one? Yes, it is. Okay, people. Oh, good. It has an indentation here so that you can get that Allen wrench. Okay. We're about to get him off. Come on, baby. Let's see. Do I have a pop in? Yeah, here's the pop in. Grip about to come off. Let's go. Let's go. All right. I'm getting there, folks. Grip is off. The great reveal is coming. It's coming. Screws out. Let's see what we got coming on. Let's set him up. Lights, camera, action. Lights, camera, action. Let's get some lights on him. See what we looking like. All right. And there you go. That is without. Wait a minute. We do that for you. We'll get you some more light. Got another light over here. There we go. All right, if that helps. So that is without the grip in the front. All right. Let's get you this. Here. All right. Hey, not bad. Not bad. It does look sick. I agree with you. It has a sick look without it. It's just got the outline of black going across. So if Ulanzi had, sorry, get this music down. Okay, so if the Ulanzi had a way to just give me, but they got one piece over here. It's just not enough for me. Is it? Okay, they got the one piece over here. Hey, look, you know what? So at this point, you said it feels better now. Here's the crazy thing. So technically, the way I'm looking at this, with this one hole here, I can accomplish what I need. So I'm pretty much keeping this because I thought it looked real good with this plate. Okay, this is removable too, where you just have a black footprint on the bottom. Now with this, you get to see more of the white camera here, right? Now you get your cold shoe at the top. You have your guardage on there. You get your holes on the side. Yes, I can deconstruct that. Lewis, let's see what we can do here. Hang on. I'm going to try it. Let's see if I got the right. Oh, yeah. Here we go, baby. Hang on. Hey, James, I was totally with you when you said it. It's like, I think I had said, this is not even an L bracket. So where's the L on it? Okay. What you gonna do when the L is gone? Now, here's the thing, though, James. I think you're gonna have to say it. It's okay. You have the mounts on the side to put the L on it, but it's actually not a technical L bracket. Okay. I'm just gonna be honest. They screwed this in here so hard. Okay, I got it. It's loosening up. I was trying to do it. So it's just a base plate, not a bracket. So incorrect labeling on their part. Listen, I was waiting on Diana to go at him and just say no. Yeah, John, get to bed. Because you know I'm late. And don't snitch on me, John. Because you know Tina loves you and Jeff. So don't snitch on me and say nothing. You know what I'm saying, dude? Love you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Enjoyed you guys tonight. And folks, we are almost over. I'm taking this bracket off. Not this bracket. I'm getting this. Are you kidding me? It doesn't want to. I hope I didn't strip it. Okay, I didn't strip it. Okay. Okay, yeah. It's tight, Lewis. It doesn't want to. It doesn't want to come out, but it does come off. It does come off, but the thing is, it's so small in there. This screw doesn't want to just like. It doesn't want to come out. I have no idea why. All right, so yeah, I apologize for it. Doesn't want to come out. All right, if I get it off, I will post it and let you see it, Lewis. But she doesn't want to come off, and the screw. Okay, the other screw it just fell down. But this silly thing, it's a screw inside of here. She doesn't want to move. I feel like I might end up stripping it. But even if I take it off, it's just a bracket at that point with one hole on there. You know, so it was cool for the grip when I was doing this. I was just getting ready to record a video on, so now I'll be later going to bed. Listen, everybody, let's call it night. It is 12:26. Okay, I will wrap this up. If there's any other questions, comments, you know, you got me. Thank y'all, because I may just pretty much leave this off because I kind of like the smallness of it. So you guys really like it without this grip. Diana, you don't like this grip at all, do you? It feels cheesy. I mean, I feel like I waited for a grip like this, and to me, it's more slippery, if you will. It doesn't really do much more for me on this grip. The thing I liked about the Ulanzi grip is that it's a thinner piece of metal, so that kind of worked for me. The cage is just enough what I needed, so I'm pretty much going to stick with this cage. It's got the thing on the bottom. And the last piece I'm going to tell y'all, Diana, thank you so much, because I used the Ulanzi quick shoes, take them on and off, but I got the new ones on order with the Peak Design plate, because I have the Peak Design to put the camera on here, but I like the thinner plate. So if anybody's looking for quick releases, stay tuned. I might be packaging them up, and I may be able to ship some out, because I think I'm going to change it all up. So it looks good with the without, but I want to feel it. Yeah, definitely. So James, you just waiting on yours to come in. So when you get it, like I said, bro, I'd love to see how you feel about it, your pros and cons about it. I like how you go deeper with stuff. My little tag is just to go live and open it up, switch the cameras around, and do like what we did tonight. The Falcon plates. Exactly, Diane, the Falcon plates. But yes, James, you know, I like to see people's reviews on it. Mr. Camera Junkie, whatever you got coming up next, I'll be looking at you this weekend on my Saturday night studies and whatnot. Diana, thank you so much. And to everybody that joined on tonight, thank you for joining and just hanging out with me. This is kind of my zone and what I do. Once again, these are the Ulanzi lights. I love these things. They came in handy, very cheap. Okay, I got 3 of them. Little magnet. They stick together, kind of, sort of, not really tight. I wouldn't try to hang them because they will fall down. So they kind of just stand together. It's good for just lighting stuff up on the table. All right, and that's it. Didn't do too much with the jib tonight. One other thing that I had that I was going to show you guys. Oh, I will do some stuff on the bag. So the Keith Pelzaway review is I'll put the bag on, show you some stuff, ask me the questions, and I can show you. I can walk around the room and tell you how I used it. The Ona bags, ONA. If you've already been up on it, it's not a new product. I had the Prince Street bag. And then I had the Rockaway. It's called the Rockaway. The Rockaway, literally, I can ride my bike with it fast because it sits up around the shoulder. And when you swing it around, it's got pockets on the outside, inside. It opens. Your camera's not going to fall out of it. Okay, when you pull it around, your camera's in there. You can. I was carrying around the 24-70 lens on it on a full frame camera with no problem. Great bag. It's sexy. It does not scream camera bag. It gives you what Peak Design gives you without being a Peak Design looking bag. And so it's very incognito. Okay, and so you can have that bag and look dope with it. And then it's like, whoa, you pulled the camera out. And shout outs to Doc Rock, who just came, and I'm about to go off. But Doc Rock will be proud of his boy, Keith Pelzer, Kombucha, what's going on? About to sign off, but y'all be proud of your boy, Doc Rock. I was on the strip, and everybody in New York, Times Square, they're walking around with their cameras and stuff. And so I yank out my A7C, and I'm shooting some dope pictures of Tina. And then people were like, oh, how much you charge? Because it seemed like you taking better pictures than these guys over here. And they had some dope cameras, dope lenses and stuff. But they're hustlers, man. And they just like super bokeh everything. And they take the same shot. And so me and Tina sitting there creating. And they're like, yo, do you work up here? I'm like, nah, I don't work up here. I don't work up here. And so absolutely. So Times Square was dope. And I text Doc Rock back and told him, like, bro, that Sony camera, maybe we'll talk about that later. Shout outs to Henny. He did like, using his phone for a good minute. The thing I do have is the reason why I'm still going to keep my GoPro, and I got some footage to show y'all. It's the funniest stuff, how many people looked into my camera because I'm walking around with the camera on my chest up and down New York streets. And so I did some videos with the camera on the chest, the GoPro, and the iPhone right next to it at the same time so that you can see the footage on both. And when I tell you that iPhone 13 is freaking immaculate, it's dope. But I can also justify my reasons why I still love my GoPro. Okay, go to my Instagram page and check out the $500,000 Lamborghini that had a boot on it, amongst other things. And there's some other pictures that you'll see that I took pictures with the ZV E10 with the Tamron lens. Okay, and so that'll be it for tonight, folks. I will holler at y'all. I'll see y'all in the near future. All right, peace out.